Tickets, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. The repetitious phrase of the train attendant was starting to put Jasper Holt into a sort of trance. He blinked his eyes a few times to snap himself out of the fog. An older gentleman sat across Jasper, fast asleep, his head resting on the man sharing his side of the booth. The other man wore a red bandana around his neck, a dusty, sweat-stained hat, and a black jacket. Jasper was thankful to have his side all to himself. He looked out the window, the flat, low, uninteresting plains of the great American West passing by at a loping pace. How far are we from San Francisco, he thought. Tickets, please. Jasper looked up, the car attendant's ticket-expectant hand nearly jutting into his face. Jasper fished around in his pocket and gave him his ticket. Satisfied, the attendant turned to the two men opposite Jasper. Tickets, please. The old man snored. Tickets, please, sir, said the attendant, rousing the old man from his sleep. Now it was he who was annoyed. What? Your ticket, sir, said the attendant. Did he ever say anything else, Jasper wondered? Oh, all right, dad blame it, said the old man, digging around in his coat pocket. Nothing there. Then his trousers. Still nothing. The attendant was getting perturbed.
It's been like 2 minutes and nothing has happened in the story.
How long does this go?
I think Brock is at the very end of the train, and we're going to work our way to the very end of the train.
We're going to go through every passenger.
Hold your horses. I got it, said the old man, whipping off his left shoe, retrieving from it a limp, damp ticket. There you go, said the old man, triumphantly. The attendant said nothing, adding the wet paper to the ticket pile. And you, sir, said the attendant to the man in the red bandana. Ticket, please. An uncomfortable pause ensued. The man in the red bandana ignored the attendant, looked at his watch, and yelled, All right, let's go, boys! Instantly, the man shot up from his seat, along with 6 other men scattered throughout the rail car. All of them had drawn pistols.
No!
What in tarnation is going on here? Said the old man, while the attendant stood there frozen.
Oh, man.
My name is Bradley Duncan, and these are my associates,
said the man in the red bandana, gesturing around the car.
We are conducting a little business meeting with y'all this fine morning, and we would greatly appreciate your cooperation.
A woman in the front of the car screamed, waking her baby, which began to cry. Murmurs of protest and fear permeated the car as the men worked their way through the carriage. Duncan turned to the old man, cocked his head, and shoved an empty satchel in front of him.
Let's go, Sleeping Beauty. Put your valuables in the bag,
said Duncan. The old man turned and spat.
I'll be a doggone lily-livered, yellow-bellied biscuit eater before I let you rob me.
Smack! The old man fell into the aisle, holding the left side of his face while Duncan cowered over it.
Well. Looks like we've got ourselves someone who disagrees with our business dealings,
said Duncan, the other outlaws laughing at his poor joke.
Put him over there next to that baggage till I get to him.
The old man was thrown forcefully onto the baggage pile while the other passengers looked on in terror. But then, the baggage began to move. It began to take shape, until everyone saw that it was not a pile of baggage that the old man had been thrown against. It was a man, maybe, though men weren't supposed to be this big. The baggage man growled like a grizzly bear prematurely waked from its hibernation.
Who are you?
Said Duncan, a quiver of trepidation in his voice. The baggage man looked at Duncan. I'm Brock Lesnar.
What are you doing here?
Said Duncan. Brock took a deep breath and exhaled. I'm here because I like trains, said Brock. But you know what I also like? Beating the mess out of train robbers.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry for the very long intro. I had no time to edit it. I literally finished it just like
You just wrote
Right
it out
before.
and went, perfect.
No.
All done. Dude, I thought for sure it was going to be Sherbrooke Holmes again. I was
The return.
Oh man, I should totally do a sequel. Well, looks like we are back here in the Broctagon. The Broctagon, where we ask hypothetical questions concerning human fighting machine Brock Lesnar. Today, boys, the question is, Brock Lesnar is facing a cadre of train robbers on an old-timey train. How many times out of 10 do you think he is going to be successful in taking them down?
Okay. So for Red Dead Brock Redemption, I need some ground rules here.
That's such a good...
Help me out. So are there how many train robbers are there? There's 6?
Well, there's 7, including the ringleader.
There's 7? Okay.
Yeah,
Do they
there's
all
7.
have guns?
Yes.
Paint me a picture, Cameron. How many train cars are there? Is it like a long train? Is it like one gang member per car?
It's a long train. They're starting in the passenger car. Let's say there's like 4 passenger cars.
Okay.
So they're starting in this
There's
one.
a lot of room.
Yeah, and they have 7, but not all 7 of them are going to go to the next car. You got to leave a guy behind to make sure.
Yeah.
funny
They're all
business
spread
occurs.
out.
Yeah. And they're probably going to work their way up to the engine so that they can stop the train and get on their horses that are lying in wait.
Cameron, can you tell me about how Brock Lesnar shapeshifted from a pile of bags into a giant man?
Well, he was crouched down in a sleeping position.
Oh, I thought it was like a metamorphosis thing. like
No,
one of his
no,
forms
no.
is a pile of knapsacks.
No, I was already running really long with the intro, so I didn't have time to like paint a picture. In fact, Baggage Brock was not my first choice.
You used all your cold open time to describe 3 random people, and then
Getting
got
their
to
tickets
Brock
taken.
and said, suddenly he turned into a baggage transformer and said, "I'm Brock Lesnar," and that was the whole question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. That was a great story, Cameron. Good job.
That
Thank
was
you.
wonderful.
So my thinking is that he was like kind of in like that fetal position, just like in Brock hibernation.
Sure.
And somebody looked at that and was just like, oh, and they just threw like a blanket over him, and everybody just assumed like, oh, this is obviously not a human. It's too big. So this is baggage. So they just like piled baggage around him.
And it didn't wake him.
No. Because he knew he wasn't in danger.
He had enough snacks for the winter.
Yeah. Baggage Brock was not my first choice. My first choice was I was gonna have him
Standing on top of the train.
No, I wanted him to be in the engine room, and instead of shoveling coal, it was just him like on a bike powering the train. But I didn't know. I didn't have time to work that in.
Don't worry, you just did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's mission accomplished, buddy. He just gets out, pushes the train,
Yeah.
runs, gets back on it, goes a little bit like a big skateboard. Gets out, pushes the train, jumps back on board.
Yeah.
He has a really long pole. He's just doing it like a paddleboard.
Yeah.
That's one of them Western gondolas.
I hate to say this. It doesn't look good for Brock here, guys.
Yeah.
He's got a train with 7 cars, with 7 guys, each of them with a gun, and Brock just woke up. I give this one to Brock 1 out of 10.
Yeah, that's fair.
And that's just because I think it would take a lot of bullets to actually kill him. I don't think this looks good for Brock. He's got 7 guys he has to deal with, and a bunch of civilians. All 7 of those guys have guns. Brock does not. I give this to Brock 1 out of 10. And it's only because if he takes down the first guy, then he has a gun. And at that point, I feel like he's got a fighting chance.
That's my reason for giving him 3 out of 10. Is once he has the gun, he's a trained marksman.
I did not consider
Brock has an eagle eye. Yeah.
I forgot about the National Guard experience.
Right. Yeah.
3 might be more appropriate.
Do you think any train robber has like actual real shooting experience when it comes down to it?
Yeah, I do.
Jesse James did.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
It's not military experience.
There's probably a lot of Civil War cast-offs running with this group. I would not be quick to say that.
That's a really good point.
Besides, this is a time when knowing how to shoot a gun was one part of the process of getting something to eat. we get in our car, we go somewhere. They grabbed a gun and shot
Hey,
something.
I shot the grocery store owner. Let's eat, boys.
But they start eating the grocery store owner.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just eat the groceries? I'm not a thief.
Brock just takes the gun. He's like, yes, finally. Pops out the bullets and just starts throwing them as hard as he can. I feel like that'd be enough to kill you.
I thought you were going to say, like, takes the bullets and is like, yes, finally, and starts eating them like they're snacks.
Something to eat.
Smith & Wesson. Yeah. So I think there's two scenarios here. There's one where Brock tries to take out the train robbers with as little collateral damage as possible. And I think in that situation, he is way less successful. If he doesn't care about other people getting killed, this is harsh, but, maybe he's more successful. What do you think?
If Brock doesn't have to worry about the rest of humanity, I think he does every question 10 out of 10. Like, he's unstoppable without a moral compass. There's nothing to stop him from coming here and killing us.
Yeah, fair enough.
Truthfully, I give him 1 out of 10 with the gun. I forgot the marksmanship stuff. I'll go to 2 out of 10 with a gun if he cares. If he doesn't care, I give him 4 out of 10.
See, I'm at 3, so that tracks. We're all forgetting the possibility that the first person he encounters is the gang leader who just immediately submits to Brock and says, like, boys, fall in line.
Oh,
We got
yeah.
us a new leader. And then Brock and his gang of bandits just use a train to tour the West.
Brock Piercer. AMC presents Brock on Wheels.
Canceled after 2 episodes. Yeah, but that scenario is 2 out of my 3 out of 10.
They quickly realize who they're dealing with.
When I came up with this idea, I did a little bit of research, and I read some stuff about the Jesse James.
Guys, gangs are bad.
So apparently, here's a little fun, interesting history fact for you. Jesse James and his gang, when they robbed trains, they wouldn't rob the poor people or women.
Yeah, they had a moral compass.
Yeah. And they would look at the hands of the men that they were robbing to see if they were actually like rough and dirty from doing good, hard, honest
like,
work. And if they
would read their hands like kids do in elementary school. Like if there's like an M in the wrinkles, it's like, oh, you're going to get married. Not going to rob from you.
Yeah.
Boss, come here. This guy's got a mood ring on. Hey, Pard, why are you feeling perplexed? No, it's changing. I think he's scared.
Well, that don't make no sense. He's happy.
Now, daggum, this feller's sensual. Get him off the train.
Let me see them hands. Huh. Mm-hmm. Are you a Leo?
Let me see them hands, mister. Boss, this feller ain't got no hands. Boss, this here feller took his thumb clean off his hand. I ain't never seen nothing like it.
Boss, come here. Look at this feller. Now, it don't look like much, but when you look at the shadow cast up on the wall, darn if that don't look like an ape.
With 2 hands, he does a rabbit.
Oh, man.
I really like this lackey, this group member.
He just starts waxing poetic. Boss, I really love public transportation in this part of the country. It really makes a man look forward to today we have some walkable cities that'll still be safe communities you can raise a family in.
His name is Rabbit Trail Jerry.
They just, set him to go get dynamite. He comes back with a camel.
Yeah.
Jerry, how'd you get that?
Well, went to go get the dynamite, and I was there at the dynamite store, and what do you know but a circus done come into town? But the circus was going out of business, and they were selling off.
And they needed dynamite for their act, and I just bought dynamite.
And I said, what can you give me? He said, how about this camel? And I said, fair is fair.
Anyways, we'll use the camel to break into the safe, boss.
Well, how will we do that, Jerry?
Well, simple. We'll trade the camel for dynamite. You know how much we need that.
Here's what we'll do, boss. If the job goes sour, we'll blame the camel.
How'd you get the name Rabbit Trail Jerry? Oh, it's because I like to go on wild tangents on my stories, which reminds me of an amusing anecdote back from my youth.
3 hours pass. So anyway, that's how they make cornbread.
The law can't catch up with him because every time they go to hang him, he just bores everyone. That's a mighty fine rope. Oh, it does remind me of the history rope. I had a cousin who was in the rope making business for many years. He done told me one of these is a short speckled daihui. Boy, if you put one of them bad boys on a boat,
Jerry,
you can reel in a whale.
Jerry,
from 100.
you could just go.
What, are you sure? I was just getting to the good part.
Oh man, how would Brock fare against Rabbit Trail Jerry?
Brock's killing him.
No,
I don't think that's gonna fly.
no, I saw it the other way. I feel like Brock takes him in as a pet. You know, he just kind of follows him around.
Rabbit Trail Jerry rides on Brock's shoulders like a horse.
Yeah, just plays with his hair.
Yeah. Brock just travels around the west while Rabbit Trail Jerry rides. They're in a symbiotic relationship.
That would be the ultimate robbery duo. Like Rabbit Chair Jerry's talking your ear off, and then boom, Brock Nesler knees you in the jaw, takes your wallet. You skip out of town.
Yeah, that's right. He broke the Undertaker's streak, which, speaking of Undertakers, I had a cousin who was in the undertaking business. Oh, up in Tombstone. And my golly gee, you know they had some undertaking business up there in Tombstone. Wide Earp. That reminds me.
Oh, boss, I'm going to pull through. Anyways, what was I saying about Do we know how Brock is dressed? That's always important for me. Is he dressed as a
He's in his UFC
sheriff?
trunks.
Okay.
I neglected to mention that.
Can it be his trunks, but he's also wearing a sheriff's badge just on his chest, like it's pinned into his chest?
It's just a shuriken that's still stuck in him from a previous fight.
He just sharpied the word sheriff on it. Cameron, we never heard your pick.
Oh. I don't really disagree with you guys. I'll give him...
Sean picked 1, 2, and 4. So
yeah. I'll give Brock... I'll give Brock 2.
2 out of 10?
2 out of 10.
Is there a weapon that you guys would give him that could make it a 5 out of 10?
I don't really know. If you just give him a gun, then he's just another guy with a gun.
I'll say he 5 out of 10s it with unlimited throwing knives.
just magically generating.
With yeah. Like when you're playing GoldenEye, that's the only weapon on. They're just laying around everywhere.
That hit me in my heart. And I just had heart surgery a few months ago, back when my pa was sick. And
that hit me in my heart. Which reminds me, heartache is a terrible thing. You know, it can be a good life teacher, but doggone if it stings. I knew a girl, Georgette.
And while all the passengers are just deboarding the train peacefully, he's just laying there.
I think I give him 4 if he gets that steel chair. That's enough.
You're right.
That's enough power for him.
That one of them steel chairs? I saw that in the war at Fredericksburg. Just a battalion of soldiers, but they don't have rifles or anything. They have steel folding chairs.
They're just marching into battle, clanking them as they go.
Pinging bullets off of them, uppercutting guys with.
I think Brock is 5 out of 10. If you give him, in one hand, he has a moonshine jug, and in the other hand, he has one of those Scrooge McDuck bags of money with the dollar sign on it. Just a big bag of coins that they're robbing the train for, obviously. 5 out of 10.
I think a big bag of coins could reasonably stop a bullet.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah. I'll say Brock goes 6 out of 10 with, in one hand, got a bag of money.
Okay, taking the coins.
And the other hand, he's got a fistful of snakes. Rattlesnakes. Yeah, Brock's trained rattlesnakes.
So they know not to hurt him?
Yeah. He's got names for all of them.
All right, okay. All right, Cam, you know what? I see your Brock assertion, and I raise you one better. I give him 7 out of 10 if in one hand he has a mountain lion, and in the other hand He has another mountain lion. And
All right. I see that, and I'll raise you. I'm giving him 8 out of 10. If in one hand he's got a mountain lion, in the other hand he's got a mountain lion, but in one mountain lion's paws is a bag of money, and in the other mountain lion's hand is a pile of steaks.
Cameron, I want you to just realize that what you described is exactly a biblically accurate angel from Revelations. And I saw a beast. It was a hulking man with 2 mountain lions for hands.
Everybody on the train's like scared of getting robbed, and the preacher is like, "Oh, it's finally happening."
Are your hearts right? No, I got stabbed.
Okay, it's been another episode of the Broctagon. Join us next week. We are very excited for this guest. We are joined by one and only Baltimore Ravens NFL QB Lamar Jackson. He's here promoting his new book, My Life in Football. It was this or start a band. See you next time.